Okay, today I'm doing my recap for my bi-weekly makeup baskets for March. I had 4 masks, 2 of these Absolute Brightening Essence masks, and I only used 1 of them. Here's the other one. And I actually really disliked this. It smelled like really cheap alcohol, like margarita from a can or something like that. Did not smell good, and I actually have quite a few of them, so I did put another one in there, but I just never really felt like using it. I did use the Freeman Facial Brightening Mask in Rose. The problem with this is it is tiny. It barely fit around my face. I actually had to cut at the eye holes so that it would not be covering half my eye. This did not fit well on my face at all. And then I just didn't get around to this one here from Big Lots. And then aside from the Ofra lip liner that I have had in pretty much every makeup basket, and I actually do really like, the only 2 lip products that I have had in makeup baskets have been these 2. In the first 2 weeks I had Pink Satin and the Color Riche Balm from L'Oreal. And then in the second 2 weeks I had Airy Fairy from Rimmel. This is not a great pink for me, but it's very light. So I did use it even though it's not the best color pink for me, and I never actually got around to using Airy Fairy. It's just a lot more frosty than I really would like. I did use some of the colors in the M palette, or actually one of the colors in the M palette that I had, and I actually did like that aside from it being in a pan, which I really don't like. But most of my lip colors have been, you know, Project Pan kind of things. I had 1 in 5 by Cinco de Mayo and 1 in Project Pan. So I didn't really pick much in the way of lips for these past 2 baskets. Then the only primers that I used were these Napoleon Purtis Autopilot Pre-Foundation Skin Primer samples that I have left. And I did finish both of those. I liked it well enough, but I probably would not buy it. The highlighters that I used were the Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC and Lightscapade, and then the Balm Mary Luminizer. This one is much shinier than this one, so this one was really subtle. This one was not, but I did like them both. I used the Stila Convertible Color in Peony most of the time. Just because it's a small one, I was seeing how much of it I could use. Not really that much, but it's not a huge sample. And then I also brought back out the Jabot Cream Blush in Natural Flush Light, just because it's my oldest one, and I wanted to try to get some more use out of that. For blushes, the first 2 weeks I had Love Cloud from MAC, and then also Pressed Amber. I did actually use both of these. This one was actually really natural if you used it lightly, and actually so was Love Cloud. I thought it might be brighter than it was, but you know, I could use a really light hand and it actually turned out nicely. For the second 2 weeks I used the blushes in the M palette. More specifically, I used this one, which is called Party in Pink, most of the time. Then for new things of the everyday variety, I first had the NYX Wonder Pencil, and this is in Light. And I ran out of my Rimmel Nude liner, so I was using this instead. This isn't exactly the same color. It's actually a little bit lighter and like slightly more pink, but it serves the same purpose. I do like it, so. And then the other new thing that I've been using is the Benefit They're Real. I just opened this in the last 2 weeks when the Wet n Wild Mega Length ran out, and I don't like this a lot. It does make my lashes look longer, but they're also clumpier, they're heavier, and this is really, really hard to get off. If I'm going to go through the trouble of having uncomfortable, hard to get off lashes, might as well just use the fake ones instead of something like this that's supposed to make them look that way. Because I'd rather not have to fight with removing mascara. Okay, and it looks like the only cream shadow that I had listed to use was the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Iced Mocha. I did use this just a little bit, mostly under the lower lash line to kind of darken that up some, but that was the only one that I have. I don't love the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencils. I feel like they don't work well for eye bases for me. They crease a lot, and I don't have oily lids, so that shouldn't normally be an issue, but I found that it usually was with that one. Okay, and then I had some single eyeshadows. In the first 2 weeks, I busted out some pigments. These are the Lime Crime Magic Dusts in Circus Girl and Siren. And they don't make these anymore, but as long as you have the yellow and the red, it's like basically the same as anything else. And then the Etude House yellow single eyeshadow, and this is in BE 106. It's the Look at My Eyes Jewel eyeshadows. And I like these for what they are, but you know, like I said, you can get anything like that and it'll work the same way. And then this actually is not super pigmented. It's really just kind of a yellow sparkle. So I use that more as highlighting or topping eyeshadows with than actually on its own. And then in the second 2 weeks, I had these ones right here. That's ABC Gum, El Dorado, and Polyester Bride from Urban Decay. This is Jasmine Labelle, and it's in Bloom, and this is Wisteria from e.l.f. All these Urban Decays are in the old formula, and I actually like all of these. This one I mostly used as a highlight, this one I used as a transition, and all three of these I did use as lid colors. And I'll be doing a Get Ready With Me that has these three in them, like in the next week. I wanted to get that done before this makeup basket was over, but I was doing housework and I just didn't get a chance. And then I had 4 palettes that I pulled out this month. I had 2 neutral palettes, the Too Faced Matte Eye, and it is like this, and I'm not sure if they make this anymore. It was exclusive to Sephora at the time that I got it, so I'm not sure if it still is. But it's neutral, but it's a little bit darker. And I mostly just used this brown row up here and a little bit of that purple. Then I had the Coastal Scents Revealed palette, and this came, I think, in the Holiday BoxyCharm. And it looks like that. Mostly I just use this one as a transition color, but today I actually used this one in the crease a little bit right there. My other palettes that I picked were the Kat Von D Interstellar palette, and this was probably my favorite one this time. And it looks like this, and I actually used quite a bit of the purples in my look that I wore several times with the gold and the purple. And then the other palette was the M Cosmetics Life palette, and this is the Party Life palette. And it looks like this. I mostly used this gold, some of the purples right here, this color, and then a little bit of this color as lip colors. And I actually really like the M palettes, and M Cosmetics has really great like holiday sales, especially Black Friday. I got 2 of these for the price of one. They usually do a buy one get one free on like items, so I did get 2 of these for the price of one, and I actually really do like it. And that is basically it for my recap of my makeup basket. Everything else I think that I used was part of Project Pan or 5 by Cinco de Mayo or 7 by Spring while that was still going on. So those were all the new products that I've talked about. Like I've said, if you're interested in hearing about some of the products that I use all the time, like the erase paste, the quill liner, things like that I have in every makeup basket, then let me know and I'll recap them sometime. But that is everything for now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.